Yo, what's up, man? Love and light from the realm, man. Happy Thursday to everybody. I'm AK Oduajabbar, your host for Just Saying Podcast. Welcome to episode 202, boy. Yes, sir. Second episode is in. If you haven't seen the intro or kind of like the preface, the rubric is only for grading. The goddamn it, go check out the first video for the second season of the podcast. Okay, I'm kind of talking about what the rest of the show is going to be like, what to expect, blase, whatever have you. Okay, let's get right into the show. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. I'm already fucking up. If you watched the last video, you heard me say that I was gonna have Core Water sponsor, and where's my water, Core? Where's the water, bro? You got me out here buying grocery store water. Definitely not as filtered and fresh as Core Water, okay? I need that chemical hydration, okay? Wait, there's no chemicals in Core Water. I don't even know what I'm talking about with Core Water, okay? If you are a water drinker, Core Water is the best motherfucking water you could ever drink in your life, all right? So I'm gonna take a sip real quick. It tastes good. Okay, so real quick before I get into what today's episode is gonna entail, I just want to say a quick thing about support. Okay, literally just saying it, not complaining. Okay, so hear me out here. All right. First of all, shout out to anybody that is supporting Just Saying Podcast. Okay, I mean support as in even simple shit like re-sharing my posts about the podcast, subscribing to the podcast, sharing the videos, liking the videos, commenting. Any involvement that anybody has towards it, I appreciate that. Any support you throw, I appreciate it. All right, I'm not saying this to say, oh, I need more supporters. None of that. All right, I'm just saying if you are supporting, it means a lot to me. Everything counts, even 3 views, even a click, any of that stuff, all of that counts, and I truly appreciate you all for helping me out, trying to build the business, the brand, build the communication, because that's what Just Saying Podcast is for. You get on here and just say what the fuck you want, man. There are no boundaries, no limits, except racism. All right, ain't no racism, and there's no, I don't know. You can talk shit to me if you want to, but I'm gonna probably have to knuckle up with your motherfucking ass. All right. So yeah, again, shout out to anybody that's supporting. Again, like, share, subscribe, comment to Just Saying on YouTube. This will be on YouTube today. So I also want to add, I'm here in association with the BLAK Association, man. Go ahead and grab you a shirt, a sweater. I want to get more stuff on there. I'm trying to work on it. So give me some time if you're really a fan of the BLAK Association. Be patient. I got more stuff coming for the fall season. Okay. So the website where you can grab some of this stuff, even if you want this very own sweater, you can go to blakassociation.storeenvy.com. That's blakassociation.storeenvy.com. Now, let's get into the show. All right. So, I don't really have nothing deep, nothing, mind-boggling, nothing to get you to live by or anything like that. You could if you want to. That's on you. I kind of live by this shit, okay? I have a whole podcast based around this shit. That's right. Today, I am talking about, it's going to be a Dragon Ball Z oriented episode. So if you don't ever watch the show, you're not into the show, you don't even want to hear me keep talking, go ahead and turn this shit off right now, because it's not for you, okay? This is not for you. All right? So, what I really want to talk about, guys, is Dragon Ball Heroes, okay? It is the new arc of Dragon Ball Z. People thought it was fan made at first, but no, it is an actual show. It's not 20-30 minutes long, like normal air Dragon Ball Z episodes, like GT, Super, or Z, or Dragon Ball for that matter. But Heroes is basically a what if saga almost. It picks up right after the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, where Universe 7 did win. Android 17 was the winner of the competition of the tournament after Goku and Frieza took out Jiren together. Okay? And one in the Tournament of Power, once you were eliminated, you were sent back to your universe, and the universe exploded. The gods of destruction, the gods destroyed the universe. Okay, so the winner of the Tournament of Power, also gets a wish from the Super Dragon Balls, hence the Yellow Dragon in the new Dragon Ball arc. And what Android 17 wished for was that all the universes came back. Okay, and the thing about that is, when he said that, I thought that's where the Broly movie was gonna take place, like right after Dragon Ball Super. It is kind of right after Dragon Ball Super, but I thought that it would pick up right after 17's wish. Like, if he wished that everybody came back from all the universes, does this mean Broly is coming back? But they didn't show that, because this movie was them recreating Broly. So the Broly you seen, the big buff ass, strong ass Broly, that didn't count. It never happened. Okay, so in this arc, it picks up right after the Tournament of Power, and their Trunks is kidnapped to a jail planet. Okay, and the craziest thing about this show, my bad, I mean to skirt off on that. Trunks is kidnapped, brought to this prison planet, and Goku and Vegeta, of course, have to go save him. All right, because who else is gonna do the motherfucking saving? Okay. They go to this planet, save Trunks. He's out of there. There's another Saiyan who's, I'm gonna say, genetically modified Saiyan. I think he's a real Saiyan, just held captive. But his name is Cumber, and he's kind of in some mind control shit. He looks just like Raditz. That's who I thought it was at first. If you don't know who Raditz is, Goku's brother, all the way from the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. Okay, he looks just like Raditz. Long hair. He can turn Super Saiyan. It doesn't count as Super Saiyan 3 because the hair is already down to the back. All right, and the old people that they fought are kind of making a comeback. There's a guy named Hearts, and he's kind of mind controlling these villains against Goku and Vegeta, right? So in this new arc, you also see Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, because again, this is more of a what if series. The Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan Super 4 Goku and Vegeta are in the future. Okay? Don't let all that time traveling shit confuse you. If you haven't noticed, that's what Dragon Ball series kind of is just time traveling, really. But I'm getting besides the point. God damn. The new arc is crazy because, again, Dragon Ball Super is, okay? Dragon Ball Heroes is not part of this. It's not part of the real timeline of Dragon Ball Z, okay? Take a sip of water one time. It's not part of the real. It's not part of the real story, which makes it even cooler for me. Again, with the what if thing, we kind of get some of these what if questions answered, like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Okay, that's a cold what if. For those that don't know, Vegito is when Goku and Vegeta put the earrings on, they match up, boom, pow pow, we one person. What's good? Okay, ready to knock some motherfuckers down. And yeah, really, this is so cool because we see more action too. Even though the episodes are shorter, they're only 13-14 minutes long. That fucking sucks. Even though the episodes are shorter, we're seeing a lot more action, I personally think, in than the last few arcs of the show. You know, Dragon Ball Z, you know, you wait 2 episodes for Goku to be done powering up, or Dragon Ball Super, they waste time playing baseball and shit. Like, come on, man. At least in Dragon Ball Heroes, they get right down to the fights, right down to the what do you call that shit? The conflict. Jesus Christ. They get straight to the conflict, okay? Goku and Vegeta see that they're fighting their old enemies, okay? And they're mind control and they're back stronger than ever. I don't mean Dragon Ball Z enemies, okay? I mean enemies like, if anybody that's watching Dragon Ball Heroes, you see Goku Black and Zamasu fused, are, excuse me, mind control and came back as villains. Anybody that remembers Baby, who was kind of like Boo from Dragon Ball GT, there's 2 villains that kind of resemble them. And then, like I said before, you have Cumber, who resembles Raditz in a way with the long hair. So they get right to the point with everything in Heroes. The episodes come out random as hell. You know, they're only on the 13th episode, whatever. But some of this stuff is the corny side of it is the short episodes. I keep saying that, but really more of how they don't let Vegeta take over. They never let Vegeta get his W. Vegeta's my favorite character, okay? It sucks that he can never it can never successfully be about him. He can never knock the shit out of somebody and, you know, the villain is going on to the next villain. We never get that with Vegeta, man. I'm so tired of y'all writers hoeing him, man. He is the prince of all Saiyans, for crying out loud. Okay? Another thing that's whack about the show is that Goku is acting like he can't find anyone stronger than him, or Goku's not acting that way. It's the writing. Let somebody beat Goku for once. I don't. That's debatable. The show kind of is about Goku, okay, but he can't be the strongest one all the time. He can't be the strongest one all the time, man. Let some of the villains take over. Let somebody new come in other than Goku and Vegeta that comes and beats a villain. I know Dragon Ball fans really would like to stick to the classic nature of the Goku and Vegeta duo winning, but come on, man. Introduce a new character. Let a new Saiyan come in. Let Broly come in. This would be the perfect time for Broly. That's just me. Another whack thing about the show is that, and I'm kind of iffy on this, it doesn't pertain to the story. This is not part of the storyline. Okay? Again, it's cool to see a what if saga, a what if series, but let it have some substance. Let it be part of something. Okay? I think we get way more out of the what if scenarios because I feel like there's only so much you can do with the characters you already have. You know, in Super, they've already brought Frieza back. You know, Frieza's kind of, I'm going to add air quotes, the good guy to Universe 7. Okay, Goku and them are friends with him, but Frieza's a fucking snake. You can't trust him for shit. Okay? So, I really don't like that it's not part of the actual timeline, you know. I don't like that we don't see Goten and Trunks, okay? Because these kids, don't forget, these kids are the youngest Super Saiyans. First, Gohan was the youngest Super Saiyan. Now it's Trunks and Goten. They have got to be way further than just the first form of Super Saiyan, okay? We know that they have their fusion Gotenks who can go Super Saiyan 3, which I think is... It makes sense, because with that power level, you should be able to reach Super Saiyan 3. Okay, so, yeah, back to Goten and Trunks. I personally want to see more of them, okay? Goku and Vegeta are gonna get old at some point, all right? So let's start letting the kids get involved more. Let them start taking out some of the villains. They kind of did in the Battle of the Gods movie, kind of like the comeback for Dragon Ball series. But let the kids take over. Let the youth come through and give them that woo wop the bam. You know what I'm saying, man? That's a joke. Saying, man, you know what I'm just saying, man. Whoa, looking ass. Furthermore, furthermore with Dragon Ball Heroes, man. I really encourage you guys to definitely go check it out. Definitely get into it. You see a lot more of I already said you see a lot more fighting. You see a lot more how much they need each other, and especially how much they fucking depend on Goku. That shit is hilarious to me. They can't count on anybody else but Goku. Anybody that's watching Dragon Ball Heroes, you definitely see it in episode 9, I think it is, when the baby twins are that's not their name. The twins that look like baby from GT. When the twins are fighting Goku or Vegeta and Trunks, and Vegeta and Trunks are getting fucked up. They're getting fucked up, and it don't make no sense because Vegeta, you train with Goku, you got more, if not, you got the same amount, if not more training than Goku. Why can't you ever hold your own, Vegeta? Writers, why can't y'all ever let Vegeta hold his own? I'm saying all this to say that Dragon Ball Heroes has really, I've noticed that it's kind of unleashed all of their true power. Not to mention that they have to fight as hard as they fucking can. Okay? When they face these new villains, it's like they're unlocking higher potential. Okay? And that's why I love Dragon Ball Z. That's why I love the show, because they always are progressing. Except for Gohan. All the Gohan fans know he went Super Saiyan 2. Chi-Chi was on bumpers and made that boy get an education, you understand? But Dragon Ball Z, Super, GT, Heroes, all of that, they all face a challenge where they have to unlock their true power. Ultra Instinct, check out that video again if you haven't, from season 1, okay? They have to master themselves. I'm in an audiobook right now called Mastery, Mastering Self, to take on the next challenge, the next obstacle. So now, every time they get a strong opponent, when Goku and Vegeta see that in their base form they can't take an opponent, what do? Go to the next step. Super Saiyan. Okay, Super Saiyan's not working on this dude. Next step, Super Saiyan 2. You get what I'm saying? They constantly have to level up. And that's the real life agenda. One of the many real life agendas in the Dragon Ball series is that we learn to be more. Be more as in using our gifts, okay? I might not be making a little sense, but be more, okay? Be more helpful, be more powerful, okay? Be more smarter, all right? They never have a roof. They're always breaking limits. They're always doing stuff that has never been done before. When Goku first turned Super Saiyan, Frieza, who killed the planet of all Saiyans, he thought he killed them all, but he seen Goku turn Super Saiyan. He said, "What? Y'all still around?" It's nuts, man. It is nuts. Dragon Ball Heroes is really showing that these characters that we've basically grown up with have no limits, it seems like. If Goku can come up with something higher than Ultra Instinct and train harder than training with the Grand Priest, y'all. What Taekwondo Rex Kwando? What was his name from Napoleon Dynamite? The Taekwondo master. Forget about it. Okay? If there's a higher form than Ultra Instinct, forget about it. Y'all are smoked. Okay? Especially if Vegeta learns Ultra Instinct, it's over with. Alright? Dragon Ball Heroes is really showing us that no matter how tough, no matter how strong the opponent, the challenge is, you got to level up. You got to be more. You have to bring your A game. All right? That's what also I want to do with the podcast. I want to bring more to you guys every episode. I want to be more. If I'm ever slacking in an area, I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna be more talkative. The podcast will be longer. We'll get more intellectual stuff in here. We'll do whatever. Okay, it's my podcast, first of all. Second of all, we're really unlocking hidden potential. That's the correlation I'm getting between Dragon Ball Z and life. All right? There are no limits. Goku and Vegeta know that they can get to the next limit. Goku is looking for the strongest motherfucker ever so he can get to the next limit. I know y'all seen the memes where he fight, or it's a picture of him and Thanos, and Goku is handing Thanos the gauntlet with all the Infinity Stones, talking about let's fight. Excuse me, ain't nobody else gonna do that, man. Especially, real quick, dive off into some Avenger real quick. If y'all know who Thanos is or ever even heard of him, the dude is ruthless. The dude vanished half of the planet. Okay? You can't get more savage than that. And another message that I think Dragon Ball Heroes is giving us is the ability to understand that we are here, like I said in the beginning, we are here to help each other, to serve each other. Notice that they always have each other's backs in Dragon Ball. I never understood why they don't just gang up on them up, but no, you have to learn. You have to get that smoke so you know what you need to do. And Goku clearly wants all the smoke. All right, Dragon Ball teaches us teamwork, team building. Goku and Vegeta make each other strong. They make each other powerful. Even Chi-Chi, she's not a Saiyan, but she makes them stronger. She's made Gohan stronger, I feel like. Because, and I'm going to say this, she's made Gohan stronger in a way that he see, Gohan was kind of emotional. He was never really himself ever. Notice every fight he's in or whatever lineup or whatever challenge he faces, he's never himself. He's stepping out of his comfort zone. Chi-Chi taught him to be himself. And I think that's why he never picked up back fighting. Yeah, she made him stay in school, but he never liked to fight in the beginning. It was Goku that was on bumpers. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. And then another deep message, hence why Goku kind of, hands him off to Piccolo. Okay? And Piccolo raises Gohan damn near. We are here to help, guys. We are the help. We are the help. Another reason I think Dragon Ball shows us help is that when they see these villains, they realize that they have to work together. I think that's the message as well. Think of right now. If we were to see some alien shit come land on us, we wouldn't know what to do. You wouldn't know what to do. Let's say alien invasion happens right now. We don't have anybody but each other. We have to help one another. It's up to us to survive, but with teamwork, we can get over all things. Not saying we can stop an alien force, maybe not, but you guys understand what I'm saying. Again, I'm just saying. Let me stop. And look, my whole point with Dragon Ball Heroes is that it has turned me into a hero myself. I know that sounds a little corny, but honestly, I'm so connected with the show. I'm so connected with the show that it helps me learn, or it helps me put whatever I just watched into a life perspective. When Goku, air quote, died, and Vegeta and Trunks had to fend for themselves, I had to tell myself, okay, usually, what if my go-to person isn't there? What if I got something that I got on my mind? I usually tell this go-to person, and I get it off my chest. They're the person I complain to. What if they're not there? I have to deal with that. I have to get all that smoke. It's up to me. Dragon Ball is another way of showing self-development. Shout out to Creative Knowledge. Shout out to Cobra Vision for that self-development, success, health. All right, but I'm gonna stick with self-development real quick. It teaches us self-development in so many ways. Anybody that has watched the show or knows about the show knows that Goku self-developed himself to the level that he is now. He is the strongest being. He is the strongest Saiyan next to Broly. Broly, then Goku. But he had to develop himself because of his environment. Look at his environment, okay? He knows that there's always going to be some villain, some bad guy, somebody misconstruing shit. He had to develop that. All right? He had to develop those powers. He had to develop that discipline to be in the hyperbolic time chamber for 5 to 7 years. Take a look at if anybody that's listening goes to the gym. Imagine you sitting in the gym, no doors, no windows, and all you doing is working, 5 to 7 years in a row. You better come out knocking some heads off, okay? Man, I really wish that we would kind of take the life lesson out of these shows and out of these movies. Not saying that we don't, not saying that people don't, but there needs to be more of that. We need to start correlating things between media and life. What is the connection? Everything comes from something. With the FCC, when you put out a show or a movie, you have to have a real world agenda. All right? Dragon Ball shows a real world agenda by showing us that it all starts with you. You have to make yourself stronger. You have to be that Saiyan. You don't have to live up. That Goku never really had to live up to being a Saiyan. He just loves to fight. Dragon Ball shows us to be ourselves. There was a young lady who did a study. She did a study on black men who watch Dragon Ball Z. Okay, this is at Morehouse College in 2015. I'm using this because there's nothing more recent. I'm thinking about doing it myself, actually. That would be dope. If you're a black nerd with some anime in your life, holla at me. I'm gonna take a poll for y'all. I'm gonna come up with the question though. But anyway, this woman takes this poll with these black men in Dragon Ball Z saying, how long have you watched the show? Why do you like the show? What connects to you the most in the show? And the most popular response that this sister got was that it made them realize they loved the show so much because they loved the father-son bond between Goku and Gohan, and they loved the father-son bond between Piccolo and Gohan. Shit, even Vegeta and Trunks. And she later explains that these black men are saying that, man, I really love the show because I love how fatherhood is represented, and I never, really had a father figure growing up. I can relate to that. Okay? And not saying I watched the show to escape anything or anything like that, but when you get older, you become more conscious of what you're watching and how it's affecting you. And those brothers had the exact right answer, an exact answer that I can relate to. All right, maybe not that deep for me, but I understand. That's their dictum, and I totally get it. I think it's dope. You can draw a correlation between a show and real life, without somebody telling you to do so. You know what I mean? And when I have the chance, when I bring the opportunity to take polls and do surveys on why you all watch Dragon Ball Z, I hope that I find a main idea, a main air quote conflict. Maybe find out this is what was going on in your life at some point that made you pick up the show. But maybe it's not that deep for you. Maybe you just love to watch motherfuckers fight. Maybe you like watching, Goku going Super Saiyan. Maybe you like watching the monkeys turn the whole city up. Maybe you like Broly. Maybe you like Janemba, all of them, all Dragon Ball characters, okay? I am a huge nerd for Dragon Ball Z. I wouldn't even say nerd. I personally don't like the term. I'm not offended by it. If you use nerd, that's cool. There should be another word. I feel like people that are heavy in the anime are the real intellectuals. I love anime as a style of art, but honestly, I will work on getting into more stuff. I have gotten to some Naruto, obviously. One Piece hasn't caught my attention yet. Baki is hella dope. Castlevania, hella dope. What else do we have? I can't remember the show with Guts, which was super savage. Okay, it's a little R, not a little R rated, a lot of R rated. There's some rape involved. There's some heads being cut off, bodies being split in half. Right, it's a little wild. What else? One Punch Man. I love One Punch Man as well. I haven't gotten into the second season yet. I'm kind of waiting on them to finish that. I'm not really keeping up with that yet until it's done. But anyway, I love anime. I think it's awesome. It shows us how much more different the culture is in Japan. You kind of see, you get a taste of their own culture when you're watching these shows. They draw and animate things based off of what they're seeing from their community as well. But more importantly, I would love for more black animation to come out. I think that's why the Boondocks was such a huge hit, because it was real life agendas and the whole community could relate. I thought that was the coldest ish ever. I can't wait for Boondocks to come back. Man, they gonna hit a little direct with this. They got to do something with Trump. You know what I'm saying? I think they will for sure. I'm kind of getting off topic here, but yeah, guys, definitely would recommend Dragon Ball Z as a show. Dragon Ball Z is, trying to understand and learn what it means to achieve that next level, to go beyond, So let's get back into Heroes real quick for a second. I wanted to say something about how they haven't how they haven't brought it to America. I did mean to mention this in the beginning. The show is Japanese language, but English subtitles. For anybody that doesn't know, when the show is out in Japanese language, that is a Japanese dub. And you'll see it says English subtitles, English sub. But honestly, now that I'm saying it out loud, I prefer Japanese dub over English dub. And it's because the Japanese voice acting matches the characters a lot more to me. Now, they do sound a little more feminine, a little more lighter voices, but Goku in English is kind of cringy because he's like, yeah, guys, I love this. How would you like, this gets corny. It's kind of a cheesy voice, and whoever is voicing somebody of that stature has to kill that voice acting role. I like Vegeta voice acting. Kinda, it was better in Z. Um, Excuse me, take a water break. But yeah, I definitely personally prefer Japanese dub over English dub. Shout out to all the English actors that's making it happen out here. I appreciate y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, it would only be in Japan. But but Japanese dub, not even just Dragon Ball, I think it's better overall. It's a lot more natural. I feel like it's more, the anime is more true to the story when it's in Japanese dub. English dub is okay, but I don't prefer it personally. So, furthermore, I wanted to tell you guys that Just Saying Podcast will have more podcasts like this where they're strictly Dragon Ball Z, Super GT, whatever. They're strictly Dragon Ball oriented. I think I might have said that early in the beginning, but episodes like this where it's all Dragon Ball Z, I did put in some life correlation in there, some real hidden knowledge, but I like when we can just focus on the cartoon for a bit, be nerds about it, and then draw it to real life. That's what makes it for me. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our Z clip of the day. The Z clip that I'm going to be showing you guys is what I mentioned before in the podcast, when Goku returns back to the fight with the Grand Priest and his in his unmastered Ultra Instinct form, and again starts knocking the shit out of dudes. Vegeta and Trunks, I got your back. Y'all don't worry. Y'all always sitting it out. Can't defend yourselves. You know what? Let me take off this and put some of this training to use. So here you go. Dragon Ball or Z clip of the day. Unmastered Goku trained by the Grand Priest. Enjoy.
いつの間に。父さん、大丈夫ですか？ああ。やったぞ。何かがうごめいている。
That was crazy, wasn't it? I love how in that clip, I love how unbothered Goku is, keeping the straight face. Even hit him with the when you hear that, they really finna whoop on you one time. You know what I'm saying? I also love that Goku is showing these dudes, you might have got me the first time, but guess what? I'm back. Okay? That's what I was saying, family. He's trying to be more. He's trying his best to be more. He wants to be the best fighter in the world. I don't even think he wants to be, because then if he was, who he gonna fight? Who's gonna be the challenge? Okay, I keep saying y'all saying One Punch Man, but no, One Punch Man is a human. Goku is a Saiyan. Better yet, a Super Saiyan God now. Being trained by the Grand Priest. who is the strongest being of all universes. My bad if I didn't add that before. So Saitama and Goku is knocking his ass out. Even in base form. I don't want to keep hearing these debates, y'all. Y'all keep trying me. I ain't having it. So, with all that said, I hope you all enjoyed that clip. I hope you all enjoyed the podcast today overall. All right. I really just wanted to reach out to the Dragon Ball fans on this one. Kind of build the base a little bit. You know, bring some folks in. What's the saying for that? Let the cattle herd. It's not even a saying. I just made that up because I'm just saying, okay? And speaking of just saying, this has been another episode of Just Saying Podcast with your host, me, a.k.a. Abdul-Jabbar, of course. And also, lastly, like I said before, if you want this exact sweater right here or BLAK Association merch in general, go to the store, click the link. It'll be on my Facebook. I'll put it on my Facebook, my Instagram. You can shop, all right? That is blakassociation.storeenvy.com. Again, blakassociation.storeenvy.com. I'm A.K. Abdul-Jabbar. Love and light from the realm. See you next week. Holla!